Anna Bream with the breaking news about the documents in the Judicial Watch case that Hillary Clinton answered. And again, these answers are under oath. We've been going through the answers. Shannon is back with us with the breaking details. Shannon, something interesting that Hillary Clinton answered here.
Yeah, and Brett, she was asked specifically in one of these questions, after the lawyers completed the review of your emails in clintonemail.com, the account in late 2014, were the electronic versions of your emails preserved, deleted, or destroyed? If they were deleted or destroyed, what tool or software was used to delete or destroy them? Who deleted or destroyed them? And was the deletion or destruction done at your direction? Probably a reference there to that use of bleached bit that we've heard so much about that makes it virtually impossible for things to be recovered. She objects to the question being outside the scope of this case, but she does say, with that exception, she says it was her expectation that all of her work-related and potentially work-related emails then in her custody would be provided to the State Department in response to that request. She believes her attorneys retained copies of emails provided to the State Department in 2014, but doesn't have any knowledge about the details of that process. She decided once her work-related and potentially work-related emails were provided to the State Department, she had no reason to keep her personal emails, which did not relate to State Department business. And of course, there's been a big dispute about whether everything work-related was turned over. But the last sentence there says she believes that her personal emails were not kept, and she does not have any personal knowledge about the details of that process. So again, there she was asked point blank, did you tell someone to destroy them? What software was used? How was it done? Was it done at your direction? And she says she does not have any personal knowledge about the details of that process.
That's
first time we're hearing that.
Think about that. Under oath, she says she has no idea how the emails were erased and how BleachBit was used on her server. And this is after the FBI director, under oath to Congress, said they did find work-related emails on the server, and they know that she didn't turn over all the emails that dealt with stuff at the State Department. So this is under oath. I mean, what you're reading here is a under oath response to Judicial Watch.
Right, and again, what Judicial Watch had pushed for, what they wanted was an in-person deposition. That's the best case scenario when you're pursuing a case like this. The judge said, no, I won't let you do that, but she will have to answer these sworn questions as a sworn under oath. This is a court document now. Her camp celebrated at the time saying, we won this because she didn't have to give a deposition. At the same time, Judicial Watch was celebrating, saying, no, she's going to have to testify under oath. It's not the way, the medium in which we wanted her to do it, but we're still going to get these answers, and it's the first time again answering under oath about her server. And again here saying, I thought everything I had turned over was done and handled, so when it got down to personal emails, I didn't think anything else needed to be preserved, but I don't know the process of how they were deleted or destroyed. I don't know that they were. I didn't direct it.
And that's actually stunning. I want to keep you for 1 second. The emails from WikiLeaks, this is chain number 1. These are emails dealing with the server request from Congress. This is a subpoena that has now been issued. Nick Merrill says, I think we should avoid being no commented here, but we need some guidance, even if it's simply to say we've turned over all of her work email. Take the unprecedented step of asking the State Department to release it, and when we do, which we hope to be soon, we're confident that everyone will see that it's all there and then some. Philippe Raines, close associate of Hillary Clinton, responds, worth remembering, though, that Gowdy last week on the record said his committee doesn't have the authority to seek the server. And then after some back and forth about the language of the statement they were going to release, Nick Merrill sends back Cheryl's, this is Cheryl Mills, Chief of Staff, feedback was that the last line, this goes far beyond the normal practice and anything further is simply playing politics, was too much, particularly based on the teachings of the vulnerability meeting today. So they had a vulnerability meeting about what they should release and what they shouldn't, what they should talk about, what they shouldn't, and this is once they have a subpoena and before the server is erased, and she's saying she doesn't know how any of that happened in sworn testimony.
And she's also asked specifically about Brian Pagliano. As people may remember, he apparently was part of an immunity deal, somebody who would have known about the handling of these things. She's asked specifically about that. Any communications between you and Brian Pagliano concerning or relating to the management, preservation, deletion, or destruction of any of your emails? And the question goes on a little bit, but that's basically it. Again, she objects to the question as being beyond the scope of the case, but ends with this. Secretary Clinton states that she does not recall having communications with Brian Pagliano concerning or relating to the management, preservation, deletion, or destruction of any emails in her clintonemail.com email account. Brett.
All right, Shannon, continue to go through that if you would. Thank you for the breaking news.